Hey, guess what? It's wet this morning. We're up to a whole 1.25 inches now for this time around, so that means since the first rain we finally got, we've got what, about 2.5 maybe. Oh, nuts and bolts. I forgot this is in the way. Time to get some grain put back here again. And of course, that sucker's right smack dab in the middle, because we needed to move the tractor. Oops. Oh well. I think it's in a position where we can find a place to stuff it, because pretty sure we're not going to end up running any more irrigation this year. Oh, I forgot I left stuff in the way. And she started on the reserve. I told number one, get the forks on and we'll get this done. And then we don't got to worry about it for a little bit. Those two up there are probably all the way empty, and these guys are the only ones getting anything back here, any of that right now. So we get the calves off. So, alright, I gotta go so I can move stuff. Making spacers.
Let's replace these.
Piece of water pipe. Let's do it to the right size.
This is cloth. We'll get there.
So, guess what? There's a shaft in there. I wanted to try to video some of that, but you know, it would have been a 20-minute video with, you know, there weren't too many words said, but kind of interesting doing it. Getting the where you can get the keys in, and really the only hold the keys in there is the fact that they're in a tapered slot. They can still slide back and forth. I don't know. Roll pins are the same length as what came out, but they're not centered. They are flush. Yeah, flush with the other side. Bearing back on the end. Got to spread that cotter key yet. We're not hooked up to the gearbox yet. There's 2 keys that got to get put in. Get them lined up and put in. But before we do that, I told number one, I said, why don't we drag that chain underneath back here, get it wrapped around, get it connected back here, and just tie it at the front. We can put the right side together. The left side, we just have to tie it up front. So I can fix that up there. And of course, putting the right side together, that's assuming that I can back off the tensioners. Hopefully we can do that. And get it tied up, turn it around, and we'll slip the nose up here. Haven't quite figured out how to get it in here yet, but I've stuffed lots of things in here with a skid steer and positions you can't get into, so I'm hoping if I move a couple things outside and open that door, I'm hoping I can come in on an angle, and might have to put the fork extension on to reach, I don't know. But once I get the jack on the floor up here, I can just push it in. That's not a big deal. But she suggested maybe we get lunch first, since it's close enough to that time of day. And it's kind of a drying day. Wind blew like hell last night till, we had a high wind warning till 11 o'clock, and about 5 after 10, it just suddenly stopped. Pretty much, I don't know, 30 to 50 mile an hour winds all day long, and before it got dark, the gusts got up to probably 65, 70 miles an hour anyway. Haven't seen anything laying where it didn't belong this morning. Of course, there wasn't too much laying out to fly around either. But, yeah, I figure we probably actually had some almost 80-mile-an-hour winds last night. So probably a good thing everything rained. A little bit of moisture on the trees helps limber them up a little bit so they don't snap. Keeps the limbs off the ground and keeps the trees from falling across the road. Becky was worried, had to get her phone charged early because she figured we were going to lose power last night, and I'm surprised we didn't. But anyway, I'm going to grab a bite to eat. Then we'll show you some more. I already showed you, we got that side together. This side, not quite yet. I'm hoping things are straight enough. Not like it can go anywhere. Just a matter of if things move in here right or not. That's about as straight as I can get that. Welded this half to the other half across the top. Hopefully that's still opened enough to get the shaft back in. Shaft's got a little bendy bend. Freaking hollow pipe with a slug in the end of it. And I think we want to get the bend out of it. But all I was doing was trying to peel the vise off the bench, so. Yeah, just a little tweak. The other end's got not quite the same tweak. But I have to heat it up a little bit and bring it around. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do for bolts yet. Because right there where that one broke off at, I got the other pieces out. It's supposed to be through, oh yeah, about that far. I don't know if those slugs are hard or not. If they're not, they might get drilled out and go to 1/2 inch and just use ready rod. It'd be a lot cheaper and easier than waiting on the right bolts. Because I'm sure if there are any in the freaking world, they're not anywhere near here. Funny how that works anymore. So, anyway, hopefully get this back on tonight, maybe. We're going to cherry it and bend it here in a minute, as soon as I bring the torch back inside. Well, that has been drilled out and then tapped to 1/2-13. Number one's going to stop at the hardware store and pick up some 1/2 inch ready rod. So we're going to throw ready rod in there. I believe I already kind of showed that. That is a 7/16 grade 5 bolt. Very long. Not very common to get anywhere. I did call the dealer. And per the part number, guess what? They have those in Reno. It says it takes 4 total. Yes, it does. I only need 2. Those bolts right there, I figured, okay, 5/16 bolt that long is probably going to be $10-12. They're probably like $8 or $10 all day long if you can find them. $65 a piece. We can have them in a week unless I want to pay the $40 on top of that to try to get them in the next day or two. So yeah, done with it tonight. It's 5 o'clock anyway, right? And yeah, it's 5 o'clock here, so there's proof, see? It's 5 o'clock. That clock doesn't lie. Usually not, unless power goes out. So there's where it's going to sit till tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be nasty like it was last night, so I'm going to leave the shop open. We drug it out of the shop and shut the doors last night because the wind was blowing so hard I thought it was going to tear the doors off. So there you have it, my day. Shouldn't be too bad going together tomorrow, other than I do still have to drill the holes out for the rods to go through, and all I got to do is cut the rods and weld a nut on the end of them and drill holes out, put it together. Oh, these nice shims. Don't they look great? Yeah, they were pretty well cobbled up, and they didn't even look like anything similar to a washer. Tis what it is. But should have her together tomorrow, and if it doesn't rain and actually dries up a little bit, we might start spreading some more. It's so freaking wet out there right now that it ain't funny. couple inches of rain makes a big difference, especially when the cows walk in and out all the time. So, hey, you know the drill. Like and subscribe. They say it's free. Some people say they don't even have TV anymore. They just watch YouTube, and that's cool. There's enough to watch on YouTube. I turn the TV on for background noise. Sometimes I'll watch YouTube on the TV. So, anyway, thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you've had a good Monday.